statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, just proud of the guys. Obviously, I want to salute Wilmington. What they've been doing is pretty incredible. I have a lot of respect for Coach Siddle and what they've been doing. What they did against us at their place, get down and show amazing resiliency and fortitude to come back and win games. And they're such a talented, dangerous team. So we probably caught them when it was kind of the right time. It's all when you catch teams in conference. I was proud of our guys. We talked about kind of a ground and pound mentality, something they hadn't really heard from me before. We decided to kind of play bigger. They're smaller, they're athletic, good size, but not some of the size the rest of their teams in our conference have. We're without Torrance Watson now, who's really emerging. So we decided to play bigger and try to take advantage of their switching and stuff. They kind of make you make plays, and you can't just get threes. We only shot 10, which is remarkable for us. But we had 44 points in the paint. I mean, that was kind of our game plan. I was just happy we were able to execute it, and our defense was what it needs to be. We held a really potent offense down, and guys who know me, if that shooting percentage for the game's under 40, that's a real magic number for us. You almost always win if that's the case. So just proud of the guys. I can salute a lot of guys. It's a game for Darius Burford to make plays. They make you make plays. It's always who he is, but it's a game that really fits him. He had a career high. Everybody who played great. Sam Sherry, I just want to salute him. I mean, the dude's barely played since November, and we decided to play bigger and give him an opportunity, and for him to take advantage of it, play great on both ends of the floor, knocked down 4 free throws, really incredible. And then Hunter McIntosh did what he does. You know, no matter how the game is going, he wasn't having a bad game, but no matter how the game is going, he is ready to make the biggest shots. So again, just proud of the guys and proud of the crowd. I got to salute the crowd, the students and everybody who came out. Hopefully we can keep building on that. So.
All right, we'll take questions.
Elon made 23 of its final 29 shots of the game, spanning both halves. Just how do you coach that?
Did we really?
Yeah.
Wow.
With 6 minutes left in the first half, y'all made 23 of 29.
Wow. Max, I appreciate you sharing that with me. It was our mentality. I'm still surprised we made at that percentage. But our mentality was to get in the paint, whether it be driving the ball or posting different guys. Not just Michael Graham, but some other guys. And that's exciting. That's a big step for us. You know, we've been kind of a happy three-point shooting team here the first few years. It's been a strength, you know, but we need to diversify our offense more, and I think tonight was a big step in that direction. That's what they do, and you have to take advantage of it. And it's a big-time credit to our guys.
There's also only one turnover in the final 9 minutes, and that was the shot clock violation where Chris tried to fire one up there and got blocked. But against UNCW's pressure defense, how did y'all manage to only turn the ball over once in the final 9 minutes?
It's a big reason why we're in the game there until the end. We only had 8 for the whole game. So we want our guys. We didn't allude to that game a whole lot. We watched what we need to watch to learn from it. But we did mention, hey, we need to keep it 10 or less. We got a little bit above that, but it took us the start of the game, even though we played them previously, to kind of get our feet wet and to figure out their pressure and all the switching. And I think we had 7 turnovers pretty early in that game. And we only had 1, I think, for the last 11, 12 minutes of the first half. So it kind of started there. We just really emphasized at halftime. We take care of the ball. We hold them under 30. We didn't quite do that. We hold them under 30. We're going to win the game. We're going to score enough points to get the job done. And our guys been through a lot this year, and they got amazing resolve and resiliency. They always do. And we take a lot of pride. Max knows this, of playing our best when it matters most, February and March. So hopefully this can be the launching pad for the rest of the season.
Phoenix, February.
Yeah.
Looked like Chris spent a good bit of the second half guarding Sims. Woods kind of was not a huge factor in the second half. Just kind of what went into that decision to put Wooten on Sims there.
Yeah, you just kind of read the situation. Like Chris, a senior, I think I mentioned before, I want our seniors to really feel a part of what we do down the stretch. We're kind of 4 for 4 of our seniors the first 2 years, and obviously Chuck's a big part of what we're doing. Chris has always been a big part of what we're doing, and he's reliable. Chris is reliable whether he's making shots or not. We can trust him to know the game plan and know what we want to do. Some of it's just institutional knowledge, being here with us for almost 3 years now, and it was hard. We just thought that was a really reliable group, and that's when we were kind of building a little bit of a cushion. But yeah, I just believe in following instincts. Obviously, rely on our staff in a big way. Those guys are incredible, and just you follow your instincts. I thought Chris was the right move. A big game for us at home. Kind of rely on a senior like that.
Do you feel like tonight was kind of a launching pad for Sam Sherry to continue to contribute moving forward, or was it just kind of tonight's matchup worked out well for in his favor?
Yeah, I want to play big. I mean, once we lost Torrance, I was thinking anyways, once we lost Torrance, we don't know how long he's out for. I'm like, you know what, at some point, our perimeter's taking enough hits. Torrance and Jaden Michael, certainly Gerald Butler. We got to think a little bit in a different direction. And so we wanted to play bigger. We've been putting Chuck at the 4 quite a bit, but he also plays the 5. Tonight, he pretty much played just at the 4. Andrew Junkin will keep growing his minutes some. This is a tougher team. We tried to post him, but a tougher team for him to defend with their size. But yeah, Sam, I told Sam he was going to play, and I felt bad because I planned on putting him in earlier than I did. But then we got down. We were struggling scoring. And he's such a great kid. He looked at me on the bench like, Coach, I'm good. I understand. And then a minute later, we put him in, and he was tremendous. I mean, to go 4 for 4 from the line when you haven't played in that long, I believe in him so much in his future. And to answer your question, yeah, I think we're going to play bigger anyways. I think it's going to be more of a formula for us. And he earned more time, certainly, with his performance tonight.
What's up with the last 2 years? Second half surge from your big guys, with Michael Graham kind of coming onto the scene late last season, Sam Sherry maybe about to come onto the scene now. Just what does that say about just how you and your coaches are developing your guys even in season?
Yeah, I think it's this idea of unconditional energy we have overall for our program. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Just keep growing, just keep getting better. Alan Payne on our staff does a tremendous job with our big guys. I mean, Michael Graham's development. Again, we never take credit. You know, we're not that kind of program. The guys do all the work. You know, but you know, Alan Payne does an amazing job for our big guys. He's a big reason for those guys' continued growth and development and keep them ready for the moment. So, hope you're right. Yeah, Fed always played pretty well late in the season too. You know, so we want to keep growing. That's always our thing: growth mindset, keep growing, keep getting better, individually and collectively.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, you touched on it, but what does this win do for you guys moving forward?
It's a win. You know, it's a big win, but it's a win. Program we really respect. Program's on the roll, but just the whole idea. You know, our whole thing, our whole program is built on playing our best. Not in March. Everyone wants to turn on in March, and we need to turn on in February. That's where you build momentum into March. You can't just flip the switch. And a lot of teams suffer dog days in February. Not us. Now we've had some dog days now, like this year, but we go through our stuff. People have learned. So our goal is always play our best in February and March. And I think our new guys, this whole idea of Phoenix February, and I think they were bought in anyways. They're those kind of guys. But now after tonight, I think they definitely are. And it's a step, but you only punctuate if you beat Charleston on Saturday. Like you have to get sweeps, especially at home. You've got to get sweeps if you want to start building some momentum and moving up those standings. Got to keep winning games. You know, we dug ourselves a little bit of a hole, and we certainly lost our share of close ones. So now we got to keep building.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the atmosphere tonight? It just, especially in the second half down the stretch, it was just electric and really loud at a lot of key moments in the game. Like, what was it like to see the crowd that involved in the game, and what kind of impact do you think that made for you guys? How did that kind of inspire you down the stretch?
It was awesome. It was awesome. You guys probably heard me say before, but I just want to focus on the students showing up. The students showing up like Max used to back in the day, back in Alumni Fieldhouse. And then hopefully over time, if we can win and build momentum, then more of the community in Burlington will recognize and start showing up too. We got a pretty good sized place now compared to what they had before. I feel pressure to fill better, but that comes with winning. But our students, if they can keep showing up like that, means the world to us. It makes a difference in the game. It gets our guys so excited. Our guys are so deserving and working hard to get that support. It was awesome. It was awesome. Even last Thursday was so surprising, kind of in between J-term and spring semester, to have the amount of students show up. So hopefully they keep showing up. It looks like they're having fun. So let's keep having fun. We need you here Saturday at 4 too. Delay your darties and everything else, or have your darty and then come and then before your night party. You know, whatever you need to do, we need you there because it makes a huge difference.
What about your disdain for the overrated cheer?
The overrated cheer and the not goodbye. I don't try to be that guy. That was early. Oh man, minute and 10 and what 8-point game or something. I'm like, whoa. Especially with that team, you know, as explosive they are, the comebacks they've made. So I'm trying not to be that guy, but yeah, that was a little too early for me. I didn't feel good until 30 seconds left when we finally made a 4-possession game, and I told the bench, that's fine. Hey, now we can celebrate a little bit more. So you just in college basketball, you know, you never take any lead for granted, and you don't celebrate. Really, our guys know you don't celebrate truly until that buzzer goes off. You get back to the locker room. So.
Yeah, Coach, can you also just talk a little bit about the game from Darius tonight? 27 points, was getting to the basket, making some tough contested shots. You know, what did you see from him, and you know, how did his play kind of get the offense going?
Yeah, like I've said before, you know, you want to have somebody who can just go get a bucket, and a guard doesn't need a ball screen. A lot of guards need a ball screen. He don't need a ball screen. You know, he can make something happen, and I think all of our guys are benefiting from seeing the size and length that we saw in the non-conference, you know, with high majors. And as talented as our conference is, it's not quite as daunting, you know, because of the schedule we played and the personnel we played. But this is a game built for Darius. He knew it. He heard from me. He heard from Coach Holmes, who does so much of our offense. You know, switching and pressure. Like, sometimes you just got to put your head down and go. And you can't run, but maybe a quarter or an eighth of your menu against these guys, the way they play and press and all that kind of stuff. So it's a player's game more than ever. It always is, but this kind of opponent certainly makes it that way. And we're lucky to have Darius Burford. He's had some big nights against them, and it's certainly a career night tonight.